Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to explore one of the most fundamental concepts in coordinate geometry, the distance formula. So let's get started. So what is the distance formula? It's actually quite simple. Mathematically, whenever you need to determine the distance between 2 points that are lying on a coordinate plane, you are going to use this distance formula. Each point that is lying on the coordinate plane have its respective coordinates, and the coordinates are written in a specific format, and that format is x, y. That means whenever you are going to write the coordinate of any point, you are going to write its x value first, followed by its y value. So the 2 points lying on the coordinate, you need to find its distance, the distance between them. Then you are going to use this distance formula. Suppose this is point A and this is point B. This point having coordinate x1, y1, and this point having coordinates x2, y2. In order to calculate the distance between these 2 points, you are going to use this distance formula. Let's apply this formula on some questions in order to make sure your concepts are clear, and every time you use this formula, you get the right answer. So here it says, find the distance between the 2 points A having coordinates 1, 2 and B having coordinates -2, 2. Whenever you need to calculate the distance between 2 points, make sure you follow some steps in order to make sure you get the right answer. The first step is that you need to identify the coordinates of the 2 points. Here we have 1, 2 and the second point having coordinates -2, 2. This is our x1, this is our y1, this is our x2 and this is our y2. Let me just rewrite the distance formula over here. It says under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Once you have identified the coordinates of the 2 points, the next step is to plug in the values of x and y's in the formula. So x2 in this question is -2 minus x1 is 1 whole square plus y2 is 2 minus y1 is 2 whole square. Once you have plugged in the values, the next step is to solve what is present within the brackets. So d equals to under root -2 minus 1 gives us -3 whole square plus 2 minus 2 is 0 whole square. The next step is to calculate the squares of the numbers. This gives us d equals to under root square of -3 is 9 plus square of 0 is 0. D equals to 9 plus 0 is 9. In the last step, you have to calculate the square root. The square root of 9 is 3. So the distance between the points 1, 2 and -2, 2 is 3 units. I hope so it's clear. Let's move on. Now it's your turn. Calculate the distance between the points 4, 5 and 2, 3. Pause the video and do solve it yourself. I hope so it's done. Let's do it together. The first step is to identify the coordinates of the 2 points. We have 4, 5 and the second one is 2, 3. So this is our x1, this is our y1, this is x2 and this is y2. Let me just rewrite the formula over here. This is d equals to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The next step is to plug in the values. D equals to under root x2 is 2 minus x1 is 4 whole square plus y2 is 3 minus and y1 is 5 whole square. Now solve whatever is present within the brackets. D equals to under root 2 minus 4 is minus 2 whole square plus 3 minus 5 is minus 2 whole square. Now calculate the squares of the numbers. Under root square of minus 2 is 4 plus square of minus 2 is 4. This gives us under root 8. If you are allowed to use calculator in your exam, do calculate the value of a by using the calculator. Otherwise, leave it over here, it's correct. In my later videos, I will also teach the way of calculating square root of any number without using the calculator. I hope so it's clear now. That's it for today's video. I hope now you feel confident using the distance formula. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more maths tutorials.